Episode 5 of the Ahsoka series was absolutely brilliant. I loved every minute of it. But there's one thing that I was completely wrong about in my Anakin theory video, which is who or what Anakin really is in the world between worlds. And to be honest, I'm still not entirely sure, but after watching it a few times, I've noticed a few huge hints as to what I think is actually going on. Now, if you didn't see my theory video, I say that this is actually Anakin from Revenge of the Sith and that he'd found his way into the world between worlds, but I think I'm clearly incorrect on that.
Oh, what a loser!
This is Anakin that only exists within the Force. The first hint of this is right when Anakin says this.
I won't fight you.
I've heard that before.
I will not fight you, Father.
You are unwise to lower your defenses.
Now, I kind of missed this the first time around with this quick comment, but after I watched the episode, I absolutely loved this callback. But the fact that he did reference it means that this is Anakin within the Force. Now, I've avoided calling him a Force ghost because I'm still not sure that's entirely what he is right now. This could be how he appears to Ahsoka in the world between worlds. Now, the next is how he's able to take her through different points in their lives through the Clone Wars and appear in different forms. First in the Battle of Ryloth, and next in the Siege of Mandalore. He's able to appear to Ahsoka as both Anakin and Vader. He was able to change only based on what Ahsoka decided. Now, he had to show her both versions. Ahsoka's biggest fear, something that she carried with her, was not only her guilt for leaving Anakin in the Jedi Order and him turning into Vader, but also her fear that she could follow in his footsteps.
Is that what this is about?
See, during the Clone Wars, she was trained as a child soldier, not a keeper of the peace like Anakin. So as a Padawan, she only knew war. But here, Anakin says this.
You're a warrior now, as I trained you to be.
Is that all?
Ahsoka, within you will be everything I am. All the knowledge I possess. Just as I inherited knowledge from my master, and he from his. We're part of a legacy.
Her fear of being everything that Anakin is comes to the forefront. More than a soldier, more than a Jedi, but also...
You are more Anakin, but more powerful and dangerous than anyone realized.
Now, Ahsoka fears that she's passing on the same legacy to Sabine, one of war and of being a soldier. Now, to be fair, Sabine is a Mandalorian with being a warrior as part of their culture, but there's another aspect that adds some more context, and that's Jason can sense and hear Anakin and Ahsoka fighting. He can hear their lightsabers in the sound of the water and in the crashing waves. He even helps Hera, who's obviously in a bit of a panic, to quiet her mind so that she can hear it too. And it's a bit vague how he does this. I don't necessarily think that she's actually using the Force to hear it. I think he's more of passing it to her or transferring it to her or some kind of thing where he's actually manifesting what he's hearing to her within the Force. But I thought this was interesting that their lightsabers could be heard outside of the world between worlds in the realm that they live in. Now, also something subtle that Filoni added was dueling with Anakin and Ahsoka. He was just toying with her, getting her to fight back, not give up. Now, when they duel at the Siege of Mandalore, Anakin just destroys her with very little effort. Now, remember, at this point in time, this is Ahsoka when she beats Maul. So to me, this is full potential Anakin we're seeing. And as great as Ahsoka is, and I mean, she did learn from the greatest Jedi of all time, it wasn't even close. Now, of course, Ahsoka was also not trying to kill Anakin either, but what he's trying to do here is extremely important. She has to make a choice: live or die, fight or give up. She disarms him at the very end and shows him that she wants to live. We finally get to see a glimpse of the Ahsoka us Clone Wars and Rebels fans all know and love. She's optimistic, she's happy, and I know there was a bit of criticism in the first 3 episodes of her being melancholy or stoic, but I think Filoni did this obviously on purpose. Anakin needed to show Ahsoka that she's much more than just a wanderer, much more than just a child soldier, and much more than a warrior. She's more because Anakin is much more. She's been carrying around the burden of his mistakes, and she needs to let that go. So here we get an awesome transition from the world between worlds back into the normal realm with Ahsoka in the water. Now, I see this as Anakin sending her back because she still has work to do. She still has a destiny to fulfill, and now I believe she's ready to do it. Now, is Anakin the father, the new Mortis god? That's the interesting question. The prophecy of the Chosen One was to bring balance to the Force. In Mortis, Mortis, that's exactly what the father did. The daughter, which embodied the light side of the Force, and the son, which embodied the dark side, were in an eternal battle where the father kept them both in check, bringing balance. He was able to be both Vader and Anakin when he needed to be. So what do you think? Was this Anakin as the father of Mortis? Or was this just Anakin as a Force ghost? Or was this all just a vision in Ahsoka's head? Let me know what you think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and may the Force be with you.